Which MacGyver cast member's on-screen death tragically foreshadowed their own real-life death months later? Which actor severely injured their back while performing their own stunts? And who had to be carried around on set by a co-star due to a deathly fear of snakes? These are just the taste of the interesting tidbits we'll uncover today as we catch up with the original cast of MacGyver. Thanks for tuning back in to Hollywood Revisited. My name is Sam, and we've got a lot to cover, so let's get rolling. Number 1. Richard Dean Anderson. Richard Dean Anderson's journey to fame didn't follow a traditional path. Born in 1950, he initially dreamed of becoming a professional hockey player. But after breaking both arms in separate accidents, he had to abandon that goal. This devastating turn led him to acting, a choice that would eventually make him a television legend. In 1985, Anderson took on the role of MacGyver, the resourceful secret agent who famously used brains over brawn to solve problems. Behind the scenes, however, Anderson's commitment to performing his own stunts led to severe injuries, including a back injury that plagued him for years. He continued working despite the pain, but the grueling schedule left him feeling like he had no life at all. When the show ended in 1992, he reprised the role in 2 TV movies, but was ready for a change. His next major role came in Stargate SG-1, where Anderson played Colonel Jack O'Neill from 1997 to 2005. This time, he insisted the show be an ensemble to avoid the exhausting workload he faced on MacGyver. Eventually, Anderson stepped back from Stargate to spend more time with his daughter, a decision that reflected his growing focus on family over career. Less known to fans is Anderson's battle with mental health. He has opened up about struggles with anxiety and depression, advocating for mental health awareness and encouraging others to seek help. This surprising revelation shows a different side of the actor, known for his unflappable heroic characters. Although he was offered a cameo in the 2016 MacGyver reboot, Anderson declined, feeling the new series didn't honor the original's non-violent ethos. Now retired, Anderson occasionally appears at fan events and continues to support environmental and charitable causes. From mere career-ending injuries to his passionate advocacy for mental health, Anderson's real life has been as complex as the characters he portrayed. Number 2. Dana Elcar. Dana Elcar's life took him from a small-town Michigan boy to a television icon. Born in 1927, Elcar had an early brush with adventure when, at age 13, he tried to run away from home, but missed the train. Stranded overnight in a theater showing Citizen Kane, his love for acting was sparked. After serving in the U.S. Navy during World War II, he moved to New York in the 1950s to pursue acting. His studies under the renowned Sanford Meisner propelled him onto the stage and screen, leading to early roles in shows like Dark Shadows and films such as The Sting. In 1985, Elcar landed the role that defined his career, Pete Thornton on MacGyver. As MacGyver's boss and closest ally, Elcar's steady portrayal helped make the show a hit. But behind the scenes, his life took a challenging turn when he developed glaucoma in the early 1990s. Rather than hide this, Elcar and the show's producers incorporated his vision loss into his character's story. As both Elcar and Pete battled blindness, the actor became an inspiring symbol of perseverance. Even after MacGyver ended, Elcar continued to act despite his blindness, appearing in ER and The Magic School Bus. He even took on the challenge of playing a blind character in the stage production of Waiting for Godot, proving that his condition couldn't stop him from his passion. Elcar's personal life was complex: 2 marriages and 4 children, along with a deep connection to the theater. In 1986, while starring in MacGyver, he co-founded the Santa Paula Theater Center, ensuring his love for the stage endured. Dana Elcar passed away in 2005 at 77, but his courage and career left a lasting impact. Number 3. Bruce McGill. Bruce McGill nearly missed out on his defining role as MacGyver's Jack Dalton. Born in 1950, McGill first grabbed attention for his quirky role in National Lampoon's Animal House, where he demonstrated a bizarre skill performing the William Tell Overture by drumming on his throat. This unusual talent even made its way onto MacGyver, where Jack Dalton played Rock the Cradle to soothe a baby. Initially, McGill was hesitant to join MacGyver as his character was meant to die after one episode, but his portrayal of the risk-taking pilot was such a hit that he was resurrected for 17 more episodes. McGill's friend from Animal House, who was directing, convinced him to join the show by promising warm LA weather and fun. Surprisingly, McGill's career is filled with unexpected turns. After MacGyver, he was cast in Babylon 5 due to a name mix-up. The producers had intended to hire Everett McGill, but accidentally contacted Bruce. Rather than correcting the mistake, they kept him on, adding another notable sci-fi role to his resume. Beyond MacGyver, McGill has been a versatile character actor in films like My Cousin Vinny, The Insider, and Collateral. In 2016, he made waves by narrating political ads for Donald Trump, a move that surprised many fans. Still active today, McGill spends his time acting and playing music. His love for piano and guitar keeps him busy, showcasing a lifelong passion that mirrors his on-screen talent. Number 4. Michael Darbar. Michael Darbar's life is a mix of rock and roll chaos and noble elegance. Born into British aristocracy, he holds the title of the 26th Marquis Darbar. But his childhood was far from regal, with a junkie aristocrat father and a schizophrenic showgirl mother shaping his early years. This challenging upbringing taught him resilience and a knack for reinvention. Darbar began his career in acting, but soon shifted to music, fronting bands like Power Station. In 1985, he replaced Robert Palmer just in time for Power Station's performance at the iconic Live Aid concert, where he played in front of millions. Along with his rock star persona, Darbar struggled with addiction. In 1981, he got sober and became a vocal advocate for recovery, co-founding Rock Against Drugs and counseling homeless teens. It was his role as Murdoc on MacGyver that made him a TV legend. Murdoc, the master of disguise and relentless adversary to MacGyver, became a fan favorite. Off-screen, Darbar had a notorious fear of snakes, which he had to face while filming a memorable scene for MacGyver. His co-star, Richard Dean Anderson, famously carried him through the scene, revealing a close friendship behind the intense on-screen rivalry. In 2021, he released a documentary, Who Do You Want Me to Be?, chronicling his extraordinary life journey, from the son of a troubled aristocrat to rock star and TV villain. Today, Darbar continues to thrive, hosting a popular radio show on Sirius XM, where he shares his love of rock, soul, and punk music with millions of listeners. Number 5. Teri Hatcher. Teri Hatcher's rise to stardom began with her memorable role as Penny Parker on MacGyver, where she became a fan favorite for her charming and lively presence. But Hatcher's life behind the scenes was far from the upbeat characters she portrayed on screen. After a brief first marriage that lasted just 8 months, Hatcher's second marriage to actor John Tenney turned out to be emotionally challenging. The couple's relationship eventually ended in divorce after nearly a decade, sparking a lengthy custody battle over their daughter, Emerson. Hatcher was particularly frustrated by California law, which required her to split her assets, including her hard-earned salary from Desperate Housewives, with her ex-husband. Professionally, Hatcher's career took off in the mid-2000s when she landed a leading role in Desperate Housewives. Although her performance earned her widespread recognition and several awards, rumors circulated that Hatcher had trouble getting along with her co-stars. Tension was evident, especially during a high-profile Vanity Fair cover shoot that highlighted her isolation from the rest of the cast. Before Desperate Housewives, Hatcher appeared in the James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies alongside Pierce Brosnan. Unfortunately, her time on set was far from smooth. Hatcher, pregnant at the time, was often late due to morning sickness, which led to friction between her and Brosnan. Later admitted he had been unaware of her condition and apologized for his initial frustration. Despite the highs of her career, Hatcher faced personal challenges, including her unsuccessful attempt to expand her family. The emotional toll of these struggles weighed heavily on her, but she continued to push forward. Today, Teri Hatcher remains active in Hollywood and enjoys exploring creative projects like her YouTube show, Van Therapy, where she engages with strangers about life and personal growth. Number 6. Robin Mossley. Robin Mossley, born in 1955, left a lasting impression on TV fans when he joined the show in the 3rd season. Mosley's character provided essential tools for MacGyver's inventive escapades. This opportunity arose when the series shifted production to Vancouver to save costs, allowing Mosley to step into a key supporting role. Although his character appeared in only 4 episodes, his quiet but reliable presence left a lasting impression. After MacGyver, Mosley took on smaller roles in shows like The X-Files and Stargate SG-1, further cementing his reputation within the Canadian TV industry. However, a surprising turn came when he collaborated with his wife, Helen Jarvis, on the 1999 comedy Dudley Do-Right. Jarvis, a respected art director, would go on to work on massive projects like Justice League. Despite these career highlights, Mosley stunned fans by abruptly stepping away from acting in 2011, following an appearance in R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour. Unlike many actors who slowly fade from the spotlight, Mosley quickly withdrew without a grand farewell, a move that left many wondering why. Today, at 69 years old, Mosley leads a private life, occasionally surfacing in virtual interviews but otherwise remaining out of the public eye. His choice to walk away from Hollywood without fanfare adds a layer of mystery to a career full of unexpected turns. Number 7. Elyssa Davalos. Elyssa Davalos, born into a famous Hollywood family on May 30th, 1959, seemed destined for the screen. Her father, Richard Davalos, starred alongside James Dean in East of Eden, but Elyssa carved her own path in Hollywood. Known for her strong and independent characters, she became a fan favorite as Nikki Carpenter on MacGyver. Introduced in the 3rd season, Nikki often clashed with MacGyver before earning his respect, despite only appearing in 8 episodes. Davalos's career also included roles in Disney classics like The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again and Herbie Goes Bananas, along with numerous TV guest spots in shows such as Hawaii Five-0 and Matlock. Despite her success, Elyssa stepped away from Hollywood in 2007, choosing to retire quietly after a prolific run of roles. Her decision surprised many fans who had followed her strong, free-spirited performances for decades. Her personal life was equally complex. After marrying photographer Jeff Dunas in 1981, the couple had a daughter, Alisa Davalos, who would later follow her mother's footsteps into acting. After Alyssa's divorce in 1988, she raised Elyssa largely on her own, guiding her into a successful Hollywood career in series like The Man in the High Castle and The Punisher. Though Alisa Davalos left the screen years ago, her legacy in Hollywood continues through her daughter and the memorable characters she portrayed. Number 8. John Anderson. John Anderson, who played Harry Jackson, had a career as complex and intriguing as the characters he portrayed. His tall frame and striking resemblance to Abraham Lincoln led him to portray the president 3 times, most notably in The Lincoln Conspiracy. Before that, Anderson was a staple in 1960s westerns like Bonanza and The Rifleman, often playing grizzled lawmen or villains. Anderson's role as Harry Jackson in MacGyver began in 1985, where he reunited with his estranged grandson MacGyver. His character died of a heart attack in the 5th season, eerily foreshadowing his own fate. Just months after his final appearance, Anderson passed away from a heart attack at 69. Before MacGyver, Anderson's versatile career spanned over 4 decades. He voiced Mark Twain in Disney's The American Adventure and even acted opposite Joan Crawford. His education was equally impressive, earning a master's degree in drama from the University of Iowa, which laid the foundation for his success. Despite the tragic end, Anderson's legacy continues, remembered not just for his role in MacGyver, but for the range and depth of his performances across television and film. By the way, if there are any other classic TV shows or movies you'd like us to revisit, please tell us in the comments. And if you appreciate this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to help our channel keep rolling. Thanks for revisiting the cast of MacGyver with us today. See you in the next one!